Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream, and yeah, we are here for a new game. We finished Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 last week, and it actually took quite a while. I think it was like 11 streams, if I remember correctly, and over 20 hours. So, we're done with that, and, you know, I haven't really thought of, like, what to do next. And, you know, this is something I always like try to advocate for is play something you like. And with that being said, today I'm going to play something I like. What you're seeing here is a demo, but it's my PS2, and what I think and what a lot of people online think is one of the greatest games of all time. For sure one of the greatest racing games of all time, but I put this up there with the non-racing games as genuinely one of the best games of all time, like, period. I'm of course talking about all-time classic Gran Turismo 4 for the PS2, released in 2005. Graphically, this game is freaking gorgeous. Even for a near 20-year-old game on a almost, 23-year-old console. This game is freaking gorgeous. It outputs at 1080i if you choose. So, and this is like one of, I think, 4 PS2 games to do this. The thumbnail you see on this stream was directly from the photo mode of this game, because this game, just like, you know, the later Gran Turismos, has a photo mode. And you could take photos, and instead of having to take a crappy picture with my capture card like I did for Gran Turismo 3, Burnout 3, Need for Speed, right? You notice the thumbnail quality is kind of low. But this one, you can export the photos directly to a USB stick and get the full quality photo. You don't need a capture card or anything like that. That is freaking amazing. So that's exactly what you're seeing in the thumbnail. It's a exported photo from the photo mode of this game. It just looks so good. It looks like a modern game. I'm just talking about the graphics though. The gameplay. One of the best experiences you'll ever have in a racing game. It's like a RPG where you kind of like choose your own path. You can play the game however you want. You could, you know, spend money on one car and like use it for a ton of events. You could try to grind money very easily and like buy your favorite stuff. You can try to get by with the prize cars. There's so much to do in this game, and so many ways to experience this, and it's just amazing. The sounds, yeah, people like to rip on Gran Turismo sounds. This game doesn't have the best sounds. It only has 6 AI on the track, including yourself, I guess. 5 AI on the track at max. Yeah, it's not like 100% like perfect in terms of like if you were to build your own racing game with no limitations, what would you build? I wouldn't carbon copy this game and just call it a day. But for Gran Turismo, a lot of people, and I kind of think this too, the series hasn't like reached the peak that this game did. It's come close, and we've had parts of the game reach or exceed this game, but in terms of a complete package, this game is the best of all time, straight up. Like 700 car. I'm just gonna keep talking about this while this replay goes, because I'm just waiting for people to get in chat here. But yeah, soundtrack's really good. I had to turn off the soundtrack. I can finally get some monetization back on this. And you know, it's just a beauty to just watch the replay. It's so smooth. And you know, if you play this on an emulator, or if you buy one of those fancy component cables that upscales it to you know, your HD TV, it could look even better than what you're seeing. But I mean, this looks pretty sick. And yeah, what else? What else can I say? License tests were hard. Tons of events. Like, we always rip on Gran Turismo 7 for not having enough events and not having enough in the single player, and that's because of this game. This is the longest Gran Turismo game in the series. Well, actually, not quite. If you do Gran Turismo 5's 100% run, and you do it both through A spec and B spec, then it's a longer game. But that's not to say this is a short game. It takes approximately 250 hours to 100% this game if you're working efficiently. And that's not only bloated by, endurances, but there's just genuinely a ton of events. There's a whole section for, rally, and it's like a big section. Almost every manufacturer in this game has a one-make race. So, and it's not like a single one-make race, it's sometimes several series. As a brand like Mazda or Honda or Nissan, it's not limited to just one car. And then you get several regular events. Plus the license tests, driving missions, and then also a whole swatch and arcade mode. It's not involved in progression like it was in GT 3, but you still got a lot to do. So that's the end of this replay file. I think now we can get back in. This is the legendary intro movie. I can't play it for music reasons, but I'll just let it play for a little bit before the music starts. This straight up gives me goosebumps. If I'm ever in a bad mood, or if I need some nostalgia to pick me up, I watch this video. You can find it on YouTube. It's got Panama by Van Halen as the driving music. It's amazing. Alright, I'm gonna skip it because I don't want to get copyright claimed. But if you don't know, watch it. And yeah, one of the hero cars of this game is the Ford GT. You see it shown heavily in the intro movie and in this little splash screen. And it's a beautiful car. So many nice screens. So I'm going to go into Gran Turismo mode. And I'll kind of explain what this stream's about. So, I've already played through on my own time a few years ago Gran Turismo 4. In fact, this is what you're seeing right here is my 100% save. I started this playthrough in 2017, finished it in early 2018. Took me a ton of hours. I used B-Spec a lot for some of the endurances, especially the 24-hour ones. But it's just, great game. That being said, though, we have nothing to really progress through. I kind of want to just leave it up to you guys. We can replay some of the licenses or the driving missions. We can mess around in arcade mode. We can redo one of the events. We can drive some of my garage. I got a nice garage here. 200 cars. We get a ton of credits, too, to buy whatever we want today. Yeah. I think to get started, we'll play an arcade mode race. How you doing, Oh Money? Good to see you. Oh yeah, and let's show the rest of the part of the game. If you remember Gran Turismo 7's trailer, the first trailer they revealed on the PS5's reveal had a screen that looked very similar to this, and I wish they kept it because that invoked huge nostalgia, and it's from this game. All these little car things. I used to love just watching these spin around. And listening to the soundtrack, just admiring what there is to see. There's so much love poured into this game. Yeah. What's up, James? We're gonna check the used car dealership. Look for a car with low miles. Another thing is the used car dealership is not what it is in GT7 where it's a preset thing. It's very, very diverse. And you have truly used cars. It's kind of obscure stuff. High miles. Pretty cheap price. Look, an NSX for almost 30 grand. That's crazy. Find none of these car dealership, you're golden. Early game. Look at this. The Celica for under 10 grand. This could literally be your starter car if you wanted it. A Skyline GTS Type N. Look at this stuff. There's so much you can do. So much customization. The Honda Beat for 5 grand. Here's a low mileage car. It's a Subaru WRX STI with 6 miles. That's crazy. Like, it's not even like off the factory. It's like the factory delivered it, did a test up. Like, yeah, no, we're not selling this. Straight to the UCD. And as a kid, I missed the whole used car part because I kind of ignored the stuff in here for the most part. But it has so much depth. 3000 GT. Always wanted one of these. Bright red Subaru WRX. I'm just scrolling through all these cars, just taking in the nostalgia again. That's cool. Let's see what else. There's 3 used car showrooms. Showroom 1, Showroom 2, and then the historic. This stuff is kind of later models, which later means second half of the 90s, which is like, you know, 25 years oldish. It's kind of funny. You know, with the passage of time, I'll just say, like, when this game came out, a, you know, late 90s car was only like about 8 years old-ish, give or take. And today, that car would be released in about 2016, 2017. And in modern games, a lot of the new cars you'll see are from 2016, 17, 18. You barely see anything with a 2022 or 2023 vehicle. You don't see many of those. Not in Gran Turismo, and in the new Forza Motorsport, it looks like we'll have some 2023 racing cars. But, you know, when this game came out, it had tons of cars from 2004 or 5, you know, new cars. Yeah, Kimmy, he knows what he's talking about. He's like, that's bullshit. Say hi to the cat here. So, yeah. I was going straight for my coffee. Here's a Skyline R33. Wow. These are genuinely cheap cars. Like, you see what I'm talking about though? Like, you could play this game so many ways. This is a truly customizable experience. You could totally just use the prize car, buy something overpowered. You could buy one of these cars and just hammer on. You could play this game so many ways. Lotus Esprit, interesting. I haven't seen that one actually. Is that the one from Gran Turismo 3? It might be. So many just cool cars. A 22B! Okay, screw it. We're gonna buy some cars. There's a 22B in the dealership. Let's do it. I didn't want to touch this save file because it's like, you know, kind of a relic, but I have a backup of it, so we can mess with it. Let's buy the Esprit too. Let's just buy some cars, because I got money. I got money too, so I don't care. How's that Burger King song go? I'm in the drive-thru Burger King. Not the Whopper song, the other one. Oh look, the used car dealership updated just like that, you know? It's because when you buy a car, it counts as a day. And the used car dealership cycle is like only a few days. So already, look, here's like a Corvette Grand Sport. That's like the car we used in GT3. Iconic. I forget if like cars you could see in the UCD show up also in the new dealership. I don't think so. A lot of these GT3 cars returning. Models are really good though. You know, a lot of these models ended up in GT5 and 6. And yeah, they look rough on the PS3, but on the PS2, they look amazing. I did not see an Evo 5. You see Super RC. Kimmy, what are you eating? FDR7. There was also a historic showroom. We could show this too. This is great if you want to buy a classic car. A Mercury Cookeh. Really overpowered for the historic series, and it's only for $15,000. old Celica. You could literally spend like 10 hours just menuing and just admiring the stuff. I've been streaming for what, almost 20 minutes. I haven't even driven a single lap. It's like 80s now here. Let's go to a new showroom. It's like something I wanted to know was like, could you buy cars that show up in the new dealership and also the used? Right, like is there an RX-7 from that era, or is it just gonna be new ones? Yeah, it's a new RX-7. You know what was cool? Like, a lot of people rip on this game because there's a lot of duplicate cars in this game, and what I mean by that is like, see, here's an FD RX-7 that's from 2002, and in the used car dealership there was like a 97 FD RX-7, right? Most people would be fine with just a single model of RX-7, right? But Gran Turismo has this tendency, especially in this era of the games like GT 4, 5, 6. It's just really highlighted in 6 because you can see them all at once. They'll put several model years of the same car, and they might have like no variations. I think there's something like 25 Miatas in this game. Like, you have pretty much every model year, the North American, Japanese, and EU version. It's so extra. I don't even know what the difference is, but they have it. Look at this. There's 3 RX-8s right here. A regular RX-8, an RX-8 Type E, and an RX-8 Type S. Like, what the hell? And yeah, there's a horsepower difference right here. This has the same horsepower and torque. But like, what? Is this the Japanese version? This is the American version? I can't quite answer that. Today's the Rolex 24, yeah. Timmy's trying to eat like my wires and stuff, so I'm gonna whip out the can to answer for him. Let's see if he picks this up on the camera. I can't let him get my stuff here. I don't know if you can see him jumping in the camera. He likes to play with this dancer a lot. Oh yeah, the Demio. And then Gran Turismo also has, in GT4, it also has a classic showroom, which GT7, take notes here. You don't need to restrict your legendary cars into an exclusive dealership. You can curate them around here. You know, similar to GT3, you can't buy like this car. You have to unlock it in events. But you can repeat an event and unlock the same car over and over again to get all the color variations. And that's something I really like about this game. And this and GT2 are the only times this happens. I think GT1 actually might do this too. But even in GT3, you can only repeat championship events. And for some reason, you can't repeat single races. So you get like one shot of winning a car in the color you want. But in this game, you can repeat over and over, get so many variations of the prize cars. Just if you want repeats, or if you want to, you know, to get colors. And even some cars that are offered for credits are won as prize cars, which is kind of nice. Gotta see if the Evo 5's in Mitsubishi here. Let's see. I doubt it though. It's crazy, the HSR concept. I used to drive this in GT5 all the time. Tommy Mackinnon rally car. Cool. Here's the new stuff. Everything new, I think, is like after 2000 for the most part. Yeah, a bunch of Evo 9s or Evo 8s. The Nike 2022. Yeah, let's go to it. I go to the American. This game also has a lot of weird concept cars, which I love it. It's before Vision GT. You can't see Imperial-ing. Or can you? I think you might be able to. Yeah, you can. But yeah, in the American section, there's a Nike logo here. Oops, did I click X? Oh, I did. There's a tune shop, which is funny in what they show. Is that a shoe on the right? Anyway. This car, the Nike One 2022. I have this car in my garage, actually. Yeah, this car was, you know, in 2005, we're like, oh yeah, we'll make this 2022, you know? It's supposed to be a human shoe-looking car, you know? And it's 2023, no Nike One. Sag. In fact, actually, I think for my first race today, since I've been talking too much, let's drive the Nike One. I'm gonna go to arcade mode and time trial the Nike One. I should be able to drive like every car in this game. Or at least all the new stuff. Now, unfortunately, you can't race the Nike One, you can only time trial it. But, let's drive it through Sonoma. And yeah, let's see if I can whip out Nike on this one. Yes, I can! Look at this! Nike One, baby! Only drive this on sports tires. Let's do it though. I did see the trailer for the new Forza. I honestly, you know, am not super hyped from it. But, you know, we just gotta wait. I'm glad that they showed a little bit of gameplay and actually talked about it though. You know, unlike the test drive Solar Crown, right, we actually got some substance on what the game's going to be about. It just feels a lot like GT7. They're only adding about 100 cars. There's only 5 new tracks. And the gameplay, from the very little gameplay they've shown, it looks very similar to Forza 7. So, we'll see what happens when it, you know, comes out. The game got delayed, or at least they confirmed it's not coming out in spring of this year. It's going to come out probably in November, if I had to guess, in time for Christmas. Here we go. Look at this. And this is actually the first time we're driving in this game. And, yeah, driving physics in this game have not aged particularly well. But, there's no interior camera. You only have this roof. I'm trying to look at, you see where the speed is. What's this thing pulsing? Is this the driver? I think it is. It's like his head bops down. He's giving head. Too inappropriate. Eight gears on a car in 2022. They did predict the future in that regard. But it's not a seamless shift. I think the Nissan GTR concept is in this game and it had a seamless shift. You might have seen on YouTube a video of this car going like 1 billion miles an hour. It doesn't go that fast. Good shit. Little drift there. This game is very easy to play on controller, and I have not played this game much on a wheel. I had a Driving Force GT when I was a little kid, so I played this game with the wheel a little bit back then, but I was not any good. I could probably get my G29 to work, but I need an adapter, I think. I do have the Driving Force GT at my parents' house still, but it's not with me here. Hit the cones. Iconic part of this game are the cones. Because unlike the later games, like, you just fly the cones around, they don't affect anything. A grip. Oh, I have no grip. This is such a cool car, though. Wheel spin. Get a little steering wheel too. It's funny that he bobs around. Alright, I'll back out. How you doing, Edwin, by the way? Good to see you. Currently playing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 through emulation. Oh, you're doing the Xbox Series X method. I thought about, if the price is right, I thought about investing in an Xbox Series S. Not the X, but the S. So that number one, I could play Horizon 5 and, you know, other Forza games, you know, without, you know, bottlenecking my PC. It'd be cheaper than me upgrading my PC. Another thing I could do is, you know, upgrade my PC, obviously. But yeah, the Xbox Series console can do emulation really well. The only thing is I haven't looked up enough, like, how much does, I'm gonna drive on Soul, by the way, because it's a new track. It's a GT. I think this is one of the only games that appears in that in PSP. But, yeah, it's got the emulation. I don't know if you can't play regular games and emulation at the same time. Is it like a soft mod, or I don't know what you have to do for it. $25 for the dev mode. But then does that restrict your console to only dev mode stuff? Let's drive. Let's try and find a new car. Hey, you know what? Let's drive a car that's in GT7. The Alpha 155. I love this car in GT7. Let's make the difficulty. Let's pump it up to the max. If I remember, the way you bump the difficulties, it makes the cars, your opponents, faster. So is it going to give me prototypes? Let's see. Yeah, see, look at that horsepower difference. But I'm also the lightest car of the bunch. So that's how they do it. Let's mess with the 200-point race. Wow, yeah, it's a lopsided experience, but let's see. Oh, and only 2 laps? This is a short track. I'm not going to win this one. The way the game judged difficulties with the A-Spec points. Basically, you didn't get a lot of A-Spec points if they deemed your AI were too easy. Or if you hit the max 200. 200 is basically the game thinks you cannot win. The game thinks I can't win this race. And yeah, there's a huge horsepower deficit. And with how short this track is, it's not very technical. I'm in a touring car. I'd be lucky to get on the podium here. And on cue, we have stream issues. Because what, is it 10:30? Why does it happen at 10:30 every single time? Let's see. Sorry again. Apologies for this. I should really, like, switch providers, honestly, because this is bullshit. Why does this happen at 10:30 a.m. every single time? Every week, I have an issue like this. Let's switch to a different track. Opera Paris. This is a better suited one for the Alpha. And this time we'll bump the difficulty on, let's do it on 5. So that way it shouldn't be so lopsided. Because we're looking for touring cars. I think touring cars is if you put it on 0. It gives us JGTCs. There's one touring car, the BMW M3. Alright, this is a bit more workable. Alright. 109 points, that's winnable, but hard with 2 laps, but we'll see. Yeah, look at these rolling starts. The rolling starts aren't lopsided, it's not Chase the Rabbit. You're given a, you know, it's a pretty even starting gap. It's like real racing gaps. And not like the game, like real motorsport. If there's a rolling start, this is about the gap you'll get if it's, you know, single file. Car is very stable. I don't have any driving aids. Doesn't need any. The 2005 version of the car did go in this game. Oh yeah, the death corner. It's a solid wall if you hit it. Haven't even made up a single position. I'm just rolling with the group. I'm a bit rusty at this game right now. Let's just send our way through. How we all played GT. Game is very forgiving with the how you push the physics engine. Oh no, spin. Man. This is difficult. I forgot. I'm looking like ass right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bump up the lap count. There's a lot you can do actually. Oh, the course registration, I see. We'll put on soft tires, since there's no tire wear. Need all the help I can get. Since the AI prove difficult. Put it on soft. You can adjust the power and weight. How much power could I give this thing? 500 horsepower almost? Wow. I will give it 430 horsepower. There we go. That makes the power to weight a little bit better. Alright, 67 points on 3 laps. I can do this. You could win 200 points race if you have a longer race, but on a shorter race it's really difficult. Beauty with this game is it's as hard as you want it to be. In a career mode sense, you could drive an overpowered car. Even in the arcade mode, you could, you know, max out the power and weight settings, give yourself an advantage and make yourself fast. You notice how quickly I passed that Supra. Good exit here. I mean, obviously the longer races are more interesting. And the other thing with this game is, in the bottom left you see, there's a throttle and brake gauge. It takes full advantage of the pressure sensitive buttons. And, you know, you can really like watch your throttle and brake control with this if you really wanted to. I mean, it's also forgiving enough where you can just slam on the full throttle and, you know, you can get by. This game doesn't have any damage. It would be cool if it did. But even nowadays, Gran Turismo doesn't have the best damage model. But at least they have it now. Can we get past the NSX here? Out of my way. That was an ugly overtake, but we made it stick. I think we have 2 NSXs to deal with now. Good exit. I mean, people don't like the 996 because, you know, it doesn't look like the old Porsche 911. I'm gonna wipe out. Oh! I'm gonna just restart that. I want to win this. I don't want to keep giving up because it looks like I'm playing like garbage. And you know, considering I slammed GT3 100% all golds, I gotta make up redemption. Actually win the race here. But yeah, this game can be difficult. You can't just set it and forget it too. But if you want to put on driving aids, it will let you set it and forget it too. It's as hard as you make it, which is nice. That section always just makes me oversteer. Yeah, Kimmy, I know. I'm playing like trash right now. Whoa. Did I scare him? Bonk. The game never used Fuji 2005? I'm just gonna quit this one. I'm being a bad streamer today. Did it really never use Fuji 05? I'm trying to think. Let's drive on Fuji 05, because why not? There's regular 2005, 2005 GT. I could have sworn there's something that uses it. Let's drive a, trying to think. What's a Japan GT car we can do? Yeah, let's drive this thing. The Wood-owned Supra. I'll drop to 3. We can get more evenly matched cars and I won't have to bother with the settings that much. Let's see. Okay, some JGTCs. Touring cars, yeah, okay. It's weird they put a Corvette C2 race car. Like the 1960 car. That's funny. Let's use it though. Not good off the line, but that's fine. Sorry, see, okay. Does it think the Corvette C2 is too overpowered? It's got a huge imbalance in like control. It's gonna get murdered in the final sector. That's funny that they match us with this car. What are you doing, Kimmy? Is he messing with my cables? I have my video cables right there, so I'm like worried if he pulls the plug I would lose the stream here. Then we're in the lead after the end of the first lap. Weird how that works. Kimmy, what you doing? Yeah, he's calling me out like, I'm pulling with the cables, I'm trying to disrupt the stream. Did they have a license to Lamborghini and Ferrari in this game? I thought they didn't acquire it until GT PSP. Or, no, until 2006, right? Because they had the 599 in Gran Turismo HD concept. It would have been cool to see it, though. I mean, here's the thing. With missing certain brands like Porsche, like, it shows light to other brands that did, you know, other stuff. You have a roof here. You have that Suzetta V16T. Which looks kind of like a Lambo. You know, you get to experience Pagani, Alfa Romeo a bit more. And the other supercars. Kimmy. I'm sorry, Kimmy's messing with all my cables. So if I sound like I'm just shouting to the abyss, it's actually my cat. Kimmy, what are you doing? Hey, buddy, come here. I don't want to play. It's like, I want to play with cables. The other thing at risk is my controller cable, right? And he likes to take bites at it. And that scares me, because if he breaks his controller, it's like $30 to buy a new one, a new DualShock 2. Well, not new, just to buy a used one that's not broken. Hard to repair these. Could have bumped the difficulty up here. Now this track you'll see in GT7. Just driving around, admiring the graphics. What is... Yeah, it's been going crazy the last couple days. %, GT4. What's up, Crystal Clear? Did you 100% GT4? Or are you talking about this? We're not gonna 100% play through this game. But, just trying to wipe out. Couldn't quite do it. But yeah, after struggling to win a race, I kind of dominantly win that one. This game's weird in that way with the difficulty. But yeah. No, what you're seeing right now is this is already my 100% save. Like, I did a playthrough of this game on my own time back in 2017, 2018. And I 100% of the game. So what you're saying is here. So like what I was hoping the stream would do is just kind of open-ended, like throw something at me and I'll try it, you know? If you want me to do licenses, I'll try it. If you want me to drive a certain car, I'll drive it. But yeah, look, we 100% of this game, or I 100% of this game a few years ago, and we're just playing on this save file. 24 hours Le Mans. Yeah, I'll show it right here. I won't do it right now. I'd rather do the GT5 version because I haven't done that, or the 24 hours Nürburgring. But this game has the balls to throw not one, but two 24 hours of Le Mans. They threw version 1, which is with modern cars, and then version 2, which is with the no chicane, right? And it gives you, you know, Group C cars. But two 24-hour races. And it's funny, the prize money's only $1 million. And then on top of that, they also throw a Nürburgring 24-hour endurance, which is just freaking hilarious. This game is crazy. It's like, yeah, we'll do that because, you know, we hate your time. And there's no mid-race save. You gotta do it in one go. If your PS2 cuts out power, you're screwed. That's one of the only times I'd say actually use B-Spec. Maybe drive a stint in A-Spec, but Use B-Spec. What is my cat doing? He's going crazy. You know, since we're in GT, I'm gonna do something. I'm sure some of you guys know what I'm about to do. I'll give this only a 1 or 2 tries. This is IA-15. The infamous license test. And I passed this license test in August of 2017, look at that. And I did it with only 2 seconds to spare. But how this works, you drive a Mercedes 190E behind the pace car. When I was a kid, I struggled with this one so much. Transmission of this thing is so crazy. But here we go. Nürburgring Nordschleife is in this game. It's the first time it shows up in the game, and it's done beautifully. Alright, this game is not all downforce. I won't spend 3 hours on this mission. I'll only do a few attempts. If I get far into the lap, that will be it. That was a long shift. But yeah. In this mission, you can mostly ignore the pace car. Damn, same corner! It's like, you want to get a good exit on that, because, you know, you're trying to drive fast. These license tests are difficult. I lost so much time in that corner, but I don't care. I'm going to keep going. There we go. This car's harder to drive than I remember. Maybe because I have the aids off. I forget if it's restricted, unrestricted. Also haven't driven this game in a very long time, so I'm pretty rusty. You can drive with the D-pad if you choose. Also, the slipstream is a real thing in this game. Survived to the yeet corner. Let's just try to position our car better so we can get behind the pace car. No. I'll try the coffee breaks in one go. Pace car does scare me because he kind of brakes early, which is, you know, is important because, you know, I'm kind of going into this semi-blind, having not done this in 5 years, or 6 years now, almost. That was a bad sector. I should have been second the whole time, but whatever. Kind of drive better with this view, which is also true in GT7. It's like what I drive with when I'm on the wheel. Going so wide on these. When I lose the rear like that in second gear, it's tricky because like if you let go, you lose a ton of time, but if you mess up, you could spin out. Oh, I didn't brake enough. This car is really heavy. It does not have race car brakes. And yeah, this game came out in 2005, the year the 4GT came out. Whoa! Very lucky not to fail that. I made contact with the pace car. If you overtake the pace car, you lose. And if you make hard contact with the pace car, I believe you also lose. Look at this. It's like a silhouette, the 190. That corner scares me, even in modern games and modern cars, because you could yeet that corner in some cars, but other cars you have to brake in varying degrees. And when you're sight reading, it's difficult. Thoughts on the 599 Fioriano? I'm not a huge fan of the 599. I do like the race versions. That being said, it's still a Ferrari. It still looks nice. It's just not my favorite. The Ferrari in the mid-2000s was kind of weird. It did not have a very memorable lineup of cars. But they did have the FXX, which was nice. Which is weird, the FXX should be in GT7, but it's not. They made it just for GT6, and that's the only game it ever appears in. You think with, you know, pretty decent amount of Ferrari models in GT7, they'd have the FXX pretty closely modeled. Yes, Jeremy Clarkson played this game and praised it a lot. And, you know, he had the lap time accuracy test, I remember that. We did an actual lap with, I think, the 4GT and Laguna Seca or something. Or some other car. And the lap times were similar. Thing is, this game doesn't have the checkpoints on this one mission, so I can't tell how my pace is exactly. Oh, here we go. Actually, we do. I lied. We do get the checkpoints. I just don't know how I'm doing. You want about a minute to go when you hit the main straight. We got about 2 minutes to go. Ooh, a little sketchy right there. I had to brake hard so I didn't overshoot the corner. I'm messing up my speech, man, because I'm like kind of nervous about this so far. Pace is alright. I don't know if we'll get gold though. I haven't driven this in a long time. Get on the slipstream so we get some speed. It's so peaceful on this camera view after switching. But here you gotta be careful to not pass the pace car. Then we should be home free. Yeah, I know the 2005 Ford GT was popular. I was alive and had my memory back then. Come on, Skyline, you can do better than that. Just me, or are we gonna obliterate our record? Just don't hit the wall. We are gonna obliterate our time from 2017. Look at that. I thought it was sketchy on face, but I just obliterated the gold time. I guess I have improved as a driver. I'm not that bad. That's funny though. I blew literally like the second corner several times, and then I get gold once I get the hang of it. But yeah, 2017, I can only manage a 9-minute. And now, several seconds faster than that. I know it's Nürburgring and you can lose a lot of time everywhere, but that's funny. Alright, so since someone mentioned it, let's try the coffee breaks. Let's try to do all of them. There's 5. Oops. I'll start with the B. We'll work our way through. We're doing all the memes, I guess. Well, yeah, it's just the whole V8, V6, right? This mission is so stupid. I remember, like, getting the start was critical on this one. And I forget what the best route is. But for some reason, whatever you ended up redlining at. Damn. I forgot the route. This is gonna take me, watch, this is gonna take me 2 hours. I could do IA-15 just fine, but then coffee break 1. I mean, not many people are fans of the Copen. In fact, I've never really seen one in real life. I was going a bit too far. Trying to figure out what's the best route. Damn. I was trying to figure out as I go. This is so funny. Maybe I should try to do a slow lap and then try to push. I remember you can get like a low 10-second time if you're good. Damn, I went too far to the left. Yeah, this is like prime Gran Turismo BS. But we all love it. Here we, oh, I had the route. I saw the route. I'm like, that's what I'm going. Hook it left, then go to the corner. You probably get a faster route if you were going down the middle, but this is fine. Is there not enough of a gap? I mean, you answered your own question. How expensive is the McLaren F1 GTR? You said it yourself, 20 mil. Although it's probably more than that. I don't know. Can you buy a long tail F1? I feel like the race teams would have possession of that. Man, this is a struggle. This is supposed to be a coffee break, and this is probably the most frustrating part of the licenses. Like, not even the super licenses are that bad. Oh man. Almost a second off. Oh yeah, that's right. I might lose my monetization. We hear, oh yeah, too much. Ah, I thought that was a pretty good run. Tried an alternate route there. Damn. A little bit better of a start. Damn. Wow. I might have to hit the e-brake on this one. I think I nailed the start. And I missed my braking point. That is so frustrating. Literally a couple tenths. Oh, whoa, look at this! Well, like a whole car length ahead. Oh, and I blow it, of course. The start is so critical on this coffee break, actually. Probably more than the braking. Look at that! Wow, I didn't even know this. Look how much time I'm gaming. Or how much time I'm gaming. Time I'm gaining. Just like that, 3 tenths. Not even the best braking. Wow, is that my record? No, it isn't. I did an 11.5 in 2017. Look how many tries it took me to do 2017. I think I got on my first completion, and in 2023 it was just like that. So many tries. Wow. Alright, well that's one. It's funny, I hear all these songs in other people's YouTube videos, and I use some of the GT4 soundtrack in my own, like I use in my stream intro, you guys hear the arcade music. So this one is the Gymkhana Spiral. The Peugeot 206. I'd still driving the overhead camera, actually. Did I get them all? I think it's the speed gradually increases as you go. No, I missed some! I like how the gold and silver times are so specific. Oh, I missed a couple. Bro, did I drop another 1,000 frames? Bruh. So choppy. Comcast can go suck itself. Seriously. Are we back? Yeah. This is crazy. Why does it happen at 10:30 a.m. every single time? Like, is this something Comcast just internally resets? Or is there like a porn addict who has to get on at exactly 10:30? Or is there a TV show that somebody watches live? What is it now? 40,000 kilobytes? Are we back? Get it? I got the exact same time as last time. And we're back to slow connection. There we go. Did you guys see any of that? It's weird because my thing is like has some kilobytes per second, but it's so slow, and it goes to like 12,000. Like, why does it need that? I don't know. I think you guys saw it. That sucks though. This internet, man, is so garbage. And of course, we're back as soon as we're in the menus. It's back to a stable speed. Yeah, I wish I would. The thing is, I live in a monopoly where I can only choose AT&T and Comcast, and both of those companies are garbage. Internet is so stupid in the United States. It's crazy. Driving a TVR Griffith. And it's like the same test, but in the opposite direction. And also a harder car to drive. Too far in. Nope. I'm just gonna finish it anyway, see what we're at. It'd be close. Getting out of shape. This feels slow. Oh, I got it by exactly 1 second. Thought it was slow, but I guess not. Pretty good. That one was not as much of a struggle. I was faster in 2017, what the hell? I don't want to feel like I'm aging. But, whatever. I remember this guy. I used to struggle with this one a lot, but I also really liked this one when I was a kid, too. It's weird. I think it was more I just liked driving the Z. 41 seconds, though. Here's an actual, like, course, though. Don't hit the cones. Damn. Yeah, it's like playing on an old computer. Thing is, like, I'm seeing a good screen, and my OBS is working just fine. My internet upload speed specifically is terrible. Like, it's crazy good when it's working, but when it's not working, it's like 1 megabyte per second, which is not enough for a stream. Which is crazy. And you guys center your car perfectly and slam on the brakes. Overshot it. WM. I don't have many thoughts about it. Oh, that was bad. Good exit. Alright, got some work to do. Start of that run was bad though. Hopefully this gives me a ghost or something. Yes it does. And I immediately fail. What if I did that all in second gear? Trying to get the best line, but you can't clip the cone. See, on my ghost, I turned left too much on that last cone. There we go. Nice. Could have gone even faster, but I'll take it. I see you guys were able to watch that one. Alright, one more, which is the one that I dread the most because I forgot the pattern. There's like one route that's really good. It's the Super License Coffee Break. And this is a puzzle. It's knock all the cones out. And this is just a memorization test. I forgot. We are snail's pacing this right now. I forget, is this the end? I think once you get to this part. I missed 2 cones? Shit, where did they go? I guess we'll find them. How did I miss 2 cones? Where were they? Oh, I see them. That's so stupid. Alright, let's try that again. Maybe going left is faster to start. Aw, you can't just slam into a wall. I'm trying a different route. Let's go. Big improvement. I just be quiet there and just think about my route. I think you could do this in like 45 seconds, so I'm not mistaken. You have the perfect route. I just forgot it. They are very generous with that. There we go. I forget what my personal record is. Oh, it was here. That's funny though. Like 2 minutes. My 2017 runs were so much cleaner. I forget if I deleted bad ones or just I was just that good at it. There you go. All the coffee breaks. Give me a new idea in chat, 'cause we still got time. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. So I'll be right back. Give me some ideas on what to do. Alright, so what to do? I could do the stupid mission 34 if you want to see another Nürburgring one. Oh yeah, that was another thing. I was mentioning like one week events, but there's also regional events to buy more cars. Let's see. UCD's probably updated by now, so let's take a look at what they got. Or not. Interesting. A purple TVR Griffith. The car really from '94? I thought it was later. I might buy that. I don't know what day of the cycle I'm on. It would be nice if they told you. Let's see what else they got though before I snipe a car. Oh yeah, the Grand Sport. Oh, I think this is the same lineup as before. Sure, you know what, for Furum, I'm gonna buy the purple TVR, because why not? It's a kind of a funny car to buy. Come on, where'd it go? There it is. It's only 30 grand. I mean, I can afford it. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Hey, look, the Fiat Panda. If you watch Jimmy Broadbent, this is what he used a lot in his playthrough. I might have one of these already. What, Tsukuba on hard? What car, though? Tell me a car, James. Oh, the Fiat Panda, yeah, it did beat Wet Tsukuba on difficult. That is true. Hey, look at this. An Evo 3 in Dandelion Yellow? Huh? That's funny though. Yellow Evo 3. It almost looks like the Subaru, to be honest. Yeah. The Suzuki Alto. I remember this from GT3. But it comes in blue? Oh yeah, I guess it does. It'd be cool if you were able to, change your paint colors, like you can in later games. Tigra. What else we got? Isuzu. Oh, and the 22B is still there. Do I already have a 22B? Did I just buy a second one just cause? I might have. Let's check. Consult the garage. I do not. I just have one 22B. Cool. The blue Subaru 360. This game threw weird color cars at you. I wish G7 did that, but then again, you could do any color you want. It was funny. That was back when it was a huge deal. Photo lab. Print. Oh yeah, that's right. Another crazy feature of this game. Polyphony moment. You can hook up a printer to your PS2 and print your race photos. And like, hang them up on your wall. How crazy is that? This game is insane. Just for a lot of the stuff it has that might never even be noticed. It's so cool. This had a diary. I can go all the way back to when I got my B license golds. I did all the licenses pretty much. I did a couple. I did some mission races. Like I started with all like the time challenges and then worked my way through doing all the challenges. trade cars between 2C4 saves. I forget, do I have a stealth Mazda? I think I might have bought the stealth Mazda 77B in here. Yes, I did. Look at this. Wasn't that long ago even. Yes, I did buy a stealth 77B. There are 4 stealth cars in this game, but unfortunately, I think you can only buy a few at a time. Or even so, it's pretty expensive. But yes, I do have a stealth 77B. I have all the stealth cars on a different memory card. I could probably trade up for them, but whatever. This is in order, I think, when I was driving them. I think I got through the whole game and like, yeah, only 82 cars. There's hundreds of events. What do? Mission 34 maybe? Or, I don't know. Chat, give me some ideas. I'd like to see. What you guys like to see? Because we're not doing a 100% playthrough here, because we already did it a while ago. Not on the channel. And I am not ready to commit to a 100% playthrough on this channel because I don't have 200 hours on me. Just throw out my channel. I'd be playing this game for literally 3 years if I did that. I remember the last time I streamed this game, we did the Gran Turismo World Championship on this exact save, actually. This was an interesting race. It was like the final boss of this game. Even though, you know, in Gran Turismo, there's no final boss until you get 100%, really. That's the actual boss. Big boss. Let's see. I think drag racing's in this game. But this is like measuring the time. It's not going against an AI. That's such a weird thing you could do. I wish there were more drag racing in GT7 though. They only have it in a couple missions. I wish they like put that as a setting in multiplayer. Extreme events. Formula GT. This, I drove this all in A spec. This was an amazing championship because you like treated it kind of like a Formula 1 season, and it's because like every race is Formula 1 length, like 60 laps, 127 laps, 74 laps. It's crazy. It's like an F1 season though. You have your real tracks where they fit. You know, you got your road circuits, your city circuits. It's actually a pretty good balance. But they also throw 15 laps in Nürburgring, which was really weird. And then the actual Japanese Grand Prix length on here too. I think actual Fuji. What else? Monaco's on here. I don't think F1 ever went on Sonoma or Motegi or Laguna Seca, but it's cool that they have this. Race the Super RZ with the original upgrade. Can I buy a Super RZ or do I need to find it in the UCD? Probably can't buy it from scratch, but let's see. All these Vinces. I could buy a Prius though. The Volts, oh man. I love how they say the 6-speed sequential manual. Like they have to specify which MR2 you're doing. Did I lose the stream again? For a moment. We back? Let's see. The oval race. I'm looking for UCD1, I think, right? Because the RZ was in 90, or UCD2. The Super RZ was 1997, right? So Is that here? SCR is here. But we don't have it. I saw it in a different cycle. I mean, we could reset the cycle. It's not that hard. You just have to play a couple license tests. That's the fastest way to do it. Man, why do we have so many stream issues? Is that supposed to be Dunlap Bridge? I don't know. You know what's a little quirk? If you're on an icon and it's spinning, if you go back to another icon, it reverts back to its original position. But on these events, it stays in place. Like, you see that little thing at the bottom of the European events? I can move it, and it will stay in place. I don't know if the stream catches this at all, but it's a crazy feature. In the later Gran Turismos in Sport and 7, the engine sounds are a lot better. In this era, it wasn't that good. They compared it to vacuum cleaners a lot. But in GT Sport and 7, it's the other way around. Forza reuses a lot of sounds. Alright, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do Mission 34. Because I don't have the Super RZ. The oval race. NASCAR? There's no NASCAR in this game. That was in GT 5 and 6, and then they didn't bring it back. Which they have Daytona. They should bring it back. We have a bunch of ovals that are never used. I'm going to drive Mission 34 because, you know, iconic mission. And it's only iconic because of this wait time. 2 full minutes. I'm just sitting here. And you got one shot in the Nürburgring. It won't fail you if you go off track, but it is a hard race. But you get to look at the back of the SLI McLaren for a while. Again, apologies for the stream issues whenever it cuts out. It is frustrating. And it's gonna cut out again. Because, you know, great. Whopper, whopper, whopper. We're not listening to music, we're just sitting here. Let's SLK do its thing. "30 seconds, gang." I'm gonna pause it until we get a stable stream again, because this is ridiculous. Alright, I'll let it, if I see it go green for 10 seconds, then it'll be okay. Come on. Yeah, it takes long to get here, but I just don't want the stream to cut as soon as, you know, I start driving. Come on. Come on, Comcast. I don't want to start this and then lose the run on YouTube. Alright, I'll pull the gun, which is the virtual assistant. That'll get it in line. Are we back? No, we aren't. Still cutting out so much. And now it's stable. Alright. I think I have enough to continue. 10 seconds. We waited for a whole 2 minutes to get to this point. But here we go. 300 SL is already up the hill. I forget what my record is. Now I can nail that corner. Thankfully I have traction control, so I don't spin out immediately. Yep, a minute to get there. Had a good start. I just messed it up with that turn. Didn't lose way too much time, but that is annoying. This car is a brick. And we're losing connection again. Great. Can Xfinity please hold the stream for 2 hours? That's all I ask. Like, this really hampers my ability to stream. It sucks. Oof, almost wiped out there. That would have been pretty much the end of the run. Come on. It's so chappy. Stable second gear. Come on. My second gear is better than this internet connectivity. One of the few times we get to show our muscles here. Don't wipe out. That's unfortunate. That's not the worst place to wipe out. This is so bad. Trying to push, but you know, you gotta have a clean race too, and that's what makes these so difficult. You have to wait 2 minutes to restart too. There are penalties for hitting the wall too hard or hitting the AI. But it could be worse. I forget what's the optimal points to pass the AI. We're catching up to, I think it's the SLK coming up. Still a minute behind the E300 SL. YouTube corner, as they call it. I actually think this is more of the YouTube corner. This would be easier to mess up. I feel like I should have passed more cars by this point, but keep going. Are my two like small wipeouts really that detrimental? I feel like otherwise I've driven fine. 38 seconds. I mean, we'll catch up on the straight, but a little sketchy. I think 9:12 is like the time you're aiming for. And I'm just now approaching the second strips. I don't think we're gonna win this. We're too far behind. 300 SLs at the end of the straight already. Wow, I missed by quite a margin. 12 seconds. I mean, I had some bad wipeouts. That's crazy. That is a truly hard mission, I will say. But I won't do it a second time. My stream is so consistent. It dropped 2,000 frames during that run. Let's do a different one. Let's do the GM one. It's a shorter one. The C5R. You dropped nearly 15,000 frames in the stream. 7%. That's crazy. It cannot hold a stable 30 frames per second. And I was able to do this when I was living with my parents on Xfinity. I'm the same provider. I'm driving a Cadillac CN on Sonoma. This car's in Asphalt 9, right? It's terrible in Asphalt 9. In this game, it's wonky. It's not the worst. It's a fast concept. You're going to win this very early in the game. gonna restart that. It's only a 20-second wait. Using all the track we can for that. Gonna dive bomb the Solstice. Forget if the cones are a penalty. Come on, change gears. This is how Gran Turismo wanted you to do these races. Just win in the nick of time. He actually had quite a gap though, like a second or two. Yeah. Pretty good race though. These are satisfying to hit. Look at that, you win a little bit of money. I am bored. We'll do one more race, and I think what we'll do is we'll do a race with the Mazda 77B. Just cause. Let's do 2 laps of Le Mans. Interesting that I can't drive it with the stealth. Let's put it on the max difficulty. And let's do it. I think the max difficulty will still give you prototypes. And let me just change the lap count to 2, so you don't have to drive this for too long. Yeah, look at that. Prototypes. But I can hang with the big guys. 77B is pretty fast in this game. This will be the last race of the stream. The stream kind of went by. Wish I could have done more. There's so much though to do with this game. But we'll be here all day. I couldn't even fit in like how much this game is great. Because I kind of was driving terribly. I didn't win most of my races, but that's okay. It's good to come back and be nostalgic. Playing this game is like doing a project. Oh, did I turn off all driver aids? This is gonna be difficult. especially when we get to the Porsche curve. There's no clean race bonus, I don't know why I'm relenting. Let's just slide right through. Run the 10 difficulty. Yeah, this car is absolutely flying. But its low top speed is what's gonna hurt it. This acceleration is so good. Listen to this thing. Whoa. I think I got rammed. Yeah, in this game don't care. Just like in GT3, they will ram you out off the road. These cars can literally do 230. I can just blow past them because of the acceleration. I'm like scared to brake with them because they brake so late. Anyway, listen to this sound. Downforce. Oop. Save it. Corner cutting. Ah, whatever. We all did that. I got rammed off, so I'll just ram it. I'll just corner cut. Screw it. I gotta get revenge in this game anyway. This is back in the era where you could get revenge on the AI if you wanted to. It's not like in GT 7 where the AI will respect you. They are brutal in this game. You just hang with him for a bit. Yep, I'm aware of that, Edwin. I am well aware of it. Like, basically everything from the late 90s, that was called GT1 in the endurance class. Right? So, all your late 90s cars. Like, Group C died in 92, so everything after that is like 4 prototypes. So, yeah. It'd be like your Porsche 911 GT1, that kind of thing. And then like from 2000 onwards, they were LMP ones, which is what they were until a couple years ago. Now they're the LMDHs. Alright. This car is fast. You know what's funny is like with the story of this car, the 770 specifically, you know, this livery was a one-off. The actual 770s were blue and white, but in the 1991 race, this is the one that ended up winning because of reliability and fuel efficiency. But it was actually one of the slower cars in Group C that year. But had this car not won the race, you would probably never see this in many video games. You know how many Sauber C11s are in games? Not many. And then this livery specifically, we wouldn't see. But we live in a timeline where this car did win, and we get to celebrate this beautiful orange and green beast. So there we go, that's a W. I used to listen to this idling sound forever, all the time. I literally played over 1,000 hours in this game, easily. Can I save the game from here? I can. Alright. Might as well save. We didn't really change anything, we just spent a little bit of credits. Wow, 2 hours already flew by. That's crazy. Well, I have errands to run. I didn't drive the F1. It's been the elephant in the room, but I'll show you a little bit. I have a Formula 1 car. I have 2 of them, actually. You win this by getting the 24 Hours Nürburgring, and I just got lucky enough to get the red car. Literally wasn't expecting that. But I got, yep, the Ferrari livery, basically. Beautiful car. And then I'll also show you, since we're in the garage, if I could find it. There it is. Haven't even gotten in this car. But I have the black stealth Formula 1 car. You get this by 100% in the game. It's great. And yeah. It's a cool gem. And yeah, obviously I have prototypes. And then I have the Escudo too, which is cool. The Jay Leno tank car. So many cool things. Do I have a regular 77B in this save? I don't, I'm a criminal. I have the black one only. That's funny. Ah, whatever. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Sorry I didn't drive as well as I usually do. Do I have the seats, Ibiza? I don't even know. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, there's so many cars in this game. But, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. We can always come back to this game another time. There's so much to it. It's not enough. It doesn't do justice to just go through this game in 2 hours. It's crazy. There's so much. It's a lot. I think, though, for the next playthrough, we'll do the Prologue games. Because I imported GT Concept and GT4 Prologue a while ago. And those are games that we could definitely knock out in a couple streams. But regardless, hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. Sorry for the internet cuts as usual, but thank you guys for watching. I will catch up with you guys later. Bye-bye.